What's up, everyone? This is DemonTHD, and sorry I'm talking a little quiet, but home right now. Should be in school, but I'm not, so I decided to make a video, which is how I live my life. So, just kidding. But yeah, this is one that you guys have wanted for a long time. This is how to make the Budweiser logo. So let me just go ahead and throw. Let me do something real quick while I'm talking. Yeah, this logo was. I definitely spent a long time on it, and it's pretty essential, I think, for a lot of Kevin Harvick's paint schemes or anyone else's from a while ago. So you can do this in inside line as well if you're planning on working on a Kevin Harvick car. And inside line, it works just as well in that game. Pretty much everything does, I think. So let's try to find that. All right, there we go. That'll be fine. Because I did use a big red background for this, so you can see the text a little better. And there it is. It's coming in pretty nicely. Yeah, right now the back of the B looks a little weird because I color blocked it a different color. It's white instead. So I can fix that for you if you need to. But you'll see it in a second. I'll show you it. So it looks less weird. And this is the first part of it. I have the rest of the text in a separate brush. And the main thing I did, I mean, it's a lot of half circles, and it's really, it doesn't look like it, but if you look closely, you can see exactly what I used. You know, that's just like, for example, right here on the U, that's just a square going up here, another square, well, rounded square, and then a half circle down here, and then a red half circle right there to make it look like a cut in, and then another square right here, and then I'd use another half circle, make sure they're on the same little area right here. Yeah, that half circle leads up to this big circle, and then a circle inside it, and then a rounded square, and then another half circle. And then this rounded square I put right at the edge, so it leads off into the W in the next brush. The B, pretty much the same thing. That's a square, that's a half circle right there. I'd used a little circle inside here too. That's a square right there in the middle going in. That's a half circle right in the middle of that. This is just a big circle. This is just a big circle. I had to edit the middle of it right there. That's a circle. That's honestly, it's after the first few letters, it's not that hard if you have a lot of experience in the paint booth. So we'll go ahead and show you the next brush. This one definitely does get tricky at some points, but I'll run through it with you. So let's go ahead and do that. There it is. Yeah, this one's 43 layers. I think the other one's somewhere around 43 or something. So all in all, if you can do it small enough, you should have enough room to do it all in one brush. It's really not like the toughest thing in the world. I've done much tougher things than this text. So in this paint booth, yeah, this doesn't even compare to some of the things that I've chosen to at least attempt to do. And I'm sure a few other people could probably could also say that. So let's go ahead and size this real quick, and you can see it coming into play. And yeah, there it is. Not even that big. So let me move this over. Yeah, it's only 43 layers. Well, now it's 44 if I added that. So what did I use for here? Well, if you remember from the last Budweiser brush, I used that little square to send off into the W, because it looks like that in the logo. So pretty much the same thing as I used for the U in the Bud brush. This is just a W, so I used a square, a half circle, a bigger another square, and then this is a big half circle that goes right here, but I cut it off and added a circle on top of that right there. And then I use a little half circle to lead off into this E. This E is a little tricky, but not. It's only like 4 layers or something, 5. That's just a circle right there. And then you come on over into here, and this is 2 half circles. One that goes out right here, and then one that kind of sort of angles more up into the E. And then those are just 2 half circles inside there. Make sure they're under this circle layer so you can they won't like cut it off. You want this circle to cover it, so it looks like this. So it has that nice flow. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just leave a comment. The eye, that's just a square, that's just a rounded square, a little half circle, and then a bigger square. Well, no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. This is a square, and then this is a little half circle right here. And then what this S is, the S is kind of tricky. This is just a big half circle right here. What I did at the bottom here is I cut it off and added a little circle, and then I just added one at the top. And then the E is the same thing over here, except I use a little square to lead it off. So what I usually do when I do letters that are the same in one brush, I go back, stamp, move it right over. Did that with every single layer, so they look exactly the same. And the R is a little tricky, but what I did is I used this is a half circle right here, this whole little part, and then I square right here, another square going to this little angle part, and then I add a little circle right there on the top, and then a half circle leading it off to the end. I also used a half circle on this little top round part right there to sort of round it off. I don't know, you'll get it though when you do it. It's kind of hard to explain, but when you do it, you'll understand. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw these on a car, and we'll see what they look like. I can't do it on my on the bow tie thing I have, which I really don't need to show you this. It has a white outline, as you can see right there. It does have a white outline, but you can't see it on the car, obviously. But all it is just, it's literally just two white triangles, two kind of goldish beer colored triangles, and then two red ones, dark red on the top, and then a little crown, which is just very simple. It's just a few squares and circles. It's very easy. It's very easy. You should be able to do that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and throw it on the car real quick. I'll show you what it looks like before. I have a video on that too. Get rid of this thing real quick. Move it over. There it is. Yeah. So I don't want to get rid of it though, because I just sized it down to the proper size for a new car I'm gonna do pretty soon. I already have one Kevin Harvick car done. That'll upload probably before or after this. So you either probably already saw it, or you're going to after this. So you can already tell the B looks a little weird, but it's only because I changed that to white instead of having it in red, because usually it's on the bow tie, and the bow tie makes it look all weird. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to do with one hand, but we'll see what we can do. You want it a little skewed. It's usually in a bow tie, that's why that B is white in the back, because if I left it red, it'd just look weird. It'd look red, just these random red decals in a white space, and I don't want that. So that's what color blocking is. And you want to make sure they're both tip for when you place them. Let me move it up a little bit to show you. I learned this as I did mine from Inside Line with Dale Jr.'s Budweiser text. Let me size it for you. Obviously, first you want it to skew the right way. Well, you know, you want to get the right angle of skew. So yeah, nope. Yeah, doing this with one hand is definitely not fun. But yeah, I want to move it over so it looks even right there. There we go. Now you want the top of the D and the bottom of the D, well, to match the W, and you want everything to be level all the way over, just like that. So that's the text. Hope you guys got help from this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice night.